Hello. Hello. Today I decided to bring the camera much closer to me because I've been moving myself around a lot, so it only makes sense. And I'm gonna take off my glasses because it seems a bit weird. It is kind of sunny right now and I have the window open, and I'm gonna force up my hair too because you guys won't be able to see my face properly. There we go. Hold on. I look so weird. I look like Tangerine. Anyway, I'm going to be starting a new series where I teach you guys how I draw in certain ways, because it only makes sense if I have a channel all about me producing manga. Then why am I going to go about that and not show you guys how I draw in certain ways? Today's video is going to be all about how to draw bodies. I might do a video today on finding your art style and head shapes, nose shape, eyes, mouths, etc. But today's video is going to be about drawing bodies, and as you can see, I've got my Rohan Shibe earring on, so you know I mean business. So today's video is, as I said, about drawing bodies, and I understand that everyone has a different art style, so you might not draw bodies the way I draw bodies. I'm just showing you the basic understanding. Obviously you can take what you learn from this video and enhance it, so you can make a character extremely skinny, or you can make them extremely buff, like All Might from My Hero Academia, which I don't watch, so don't think I watch My Hero Academia or read it. I might start, but I'm not doing it right now. So I'm just gonna show you where we've got with the paper and all of the materials I'm using. Why do I say that? I'm only gonna be using a pencil and rubber. Alright, so as you can see, we're set off. I've got my little plant here, and I've actually got a proper tripod. I'm happy about it because I got rid of my ghetto pencil tripod, and I didn't even have my pencil though. Alright, so what you first need to understand is that the human body is made out of 6 ovals, if you will. I understand that they're not all perfectly equal in size, but that's not really important. What we need to understand is, imagine that top oval is the head. We can say that there are 6 heads that make up the body. 2 for the upper half, I'm putting U for upper half, and 3 for the lower half, which are the legs. These 2 are the upper half of the body, then there's the head, and these 3 are the lower half of the body. So I guess you can't really call it halves. What we're going to want to do is start with the top half of the torso. Now, the top half of the torso doesn't start exactly from the line in between the first and the second oval. You can if you want to, it just depends on your drawing style. But I didn't even have my eraser out. Oh my days. Alright, it's one of the new ones that I just opened. So, what was I on about? We want to start around here. Right here, so just under the line between the top and the second oval. This allows us to have space for where we're going to place the neck. We want to go down to here, so we understand that there are 2 ovals. So obviously in today's video we're going to be focusing on male bodies. I can do a video on female bodies if you guys really want. I still need to learn how to master them exactly. So we're just going to go down. I'm going to be doing a basic body, not too muscular. We're going to go down like that, sort of like a hourglass, and then we're going to go straight down. This is as the pecs are going to be here, if you guys understand. Now once we hit that line, we're going to go down to about here, right in the middle of the third circle. We're going to put a line near the top, and we're going to go down like that, just under it. This is the crotch area, if you will. And when we go up to the top, we're going to want to do that and link them up. Those are going to be the shoulders, if that makes sense. And just to finish off, right in the middle, we're going to place these 2 lines for the neck. I know it might not look like much, but I'll work on it and show you guys. So for the legs, what we're going to want to do is put 2 semi-large circles right here. Make sure you do them big enough so that you can understand how big the next 2 circles are going to be, because the next circle we're going to do is in the middle of the second circle right here, which are going to be the knees. We're going to do them not as big but still slightly large, and then finally at the very bottom we're going to do 2 tiny circles and then feet. So those are going to be the circles for the legs. Now how we link them up is from the corner of the first circle. I know that there's not really a corner, but like the edge of the first circle, I'm going to draw 2 curved lines going into the second circle. So it looks like that. Don't worry, we're going to work on it so it all links up and it looks nice in the end. And then we're going to do another one for the shin. Obviously the shin's going to be curved, but the front side of it, like the back, the calf is going to be curved, but then the front side or the outside of it isn't going to be that curved, or if it does, it's going to curve in. So we're going to do a slight curve, not too much, because remember this is a front view. We're doing a slight curve and then somewhat straight. Don't worry, I know it looks really weird and uneven right now, but we're going to fix it. So for the arms, we're going to start with 2 circles right here on the edge, and the elbows are usually, they don't always have to be here based on like what your character looks like, but they're usually around the midline of the torso, if you can see right here, this line right here. So we'll just place 2 slightly smaller circles right there, and then the wrist line is usually down here at the bottom of the torso where we start to get into the waist area. So 2 smaller circles right here, and we do the exact same thing that we did with the legs, but I'm gonna enhance on like the arms. If you're building a more muscular character, then you can, you know, you can put the muscles there if you like, and then draw around them so it can clearly show their biceps, but we're not going to be doing that right now. I'll show an example of that later, but yeah. Usually for like the lower arm area, we can see that it goes up around the elbow and then like slightly down, if you will, and then just 2 hands right there. Alright, finally we're going to go up from the bottom and draw a straight line going up. It's not going to be exactly straight, obviously, just straight enough so that you know where the middle of the head's going to be. And you can start from the top of where you place your line, or just anywhere, and just do a basic head shape. Obviously the original oval won't always be the size of the head shape, or it might actually be. It's just all up to you. And then, you know, we'll place like the midline like right there, and then the second line, you know, etc. So that's the head. This is the basic shape of the body. We haven't actually like outlined it properly yet, but this is the basic shape, if you understand. Now we're going to start from around here, and we're going to go down, and as you can see, I didn't go in on the indent. I'm going straight down because this is like the skin. What we just did, basically the muscles, if you will, this is the skin going over it, so the actual outline. So we're just going to go straight down past all of the bumps and everything. I mean, here you can do a bump if you want to show the calf, but and here we're not going to just draw that line right there because that would look weird. No human is actually built like that. We can just go up in a sort of arc, if you will. I've realized that the legs are sort of jutting out, but either way, you guys understand what I'm getting at. We're not going to do such a straight jagged line for the lower arm, but we sort of curve it so we understand the same shape. Alright, so that's the basic shape of a human body. I'm going to go further, but you can skip the video right now if you want. What I'm going to be doing right now is showing you how to do certain muscles if you want to. Like usually, right now I'm just going to be showing you the pecs and the abs, how I do them in my art style. I understand that there are a lot more advanced art styles, but my art style just basically glosses over all of the advanced lines and everything and shows everyone the basics of the abs. So you'll know that they're abs. They might not look as advanced as, say, My Hero Academia or as JoJo, because I know that Araki puts a lot of time into drawing his muscular characters, but it basically just shows you that there are abs, and it will show you if the character is muscular or not. So right here, sort of below the midline is where we're going to draw the lower half. So when it comes to abs and pecs, there are essentially 2 halves of the body. This is like split up by the rib cage, which we're going to draw right now. You can rub this out once you're done, but this is usually like the guideline that I use. So it will look something like that. We're going to do it a bit over second oval, of the torso. You can keep the ovals there if you really want the guidelines, but we do it like that. And then from here we'll just, like right under the neck, we'll do another upside down arc, if you will. This is where the collarbone line is going to be, and we start in the middle, so you can draw another guideline right there. We start in the middle, and right on that line we do a small curve like that. It looks like this essentially, if you could see, and we'll do it on the other side too. That just basically shows the collarbone. You can do it lower or higher, just depending on what your art style is. And right here, armpit to armpit, if that's what you want to call it. I really don't have any other like name for it. Arm line to arm line, if you will. We start in that same line, and we go down and across and then up again, sort of like that. Obviously doing the pecs just depends on your art style, but I'm just doing it as basic as I can. This isn't really how I do them. I do them with more of a slant going upwards, so they look more like that, but I'm just showing you basic. And usually in my art style I'll do like a shadow, so you know the slope, like here's a pec from the side. It doesn't just go like that. There's a slope from the from it jutting out to going inside the body, so I'll do like a shadow right here and sort of just shade that in with lines in order to show depth, if that makes sense. And from right under there, we've sort of got, like, if you look at the muscles, we sort of have our first set of abs, if you will. I wouldn't really call them like abdominals, but like a bar, more of a bar. It depends. If you work it out, then it will like show up as abs, but that's sort of like more or less what it looks like. And then we're not gonna have any more abs here, from like here to the top of the rib cage, I mean to the bottom of the rib cage, but then underneath the rib cage up to about here, up to about like right over the waistline is where we will have abs. If your character has an 8-pack, that would probably count as the 8-pack, or you could put an 8-pack here. It all just depends on what the character looks like, but I'm just going to do a basic 6-pack. And right there, I'm going to be rubbing out the guidelines. Obviously you can still show it by doing some sort of, you know, like the obliques. I usually just do them like that, like little thunderbolts, just showing how they get to the abs. And from right here, right underneath the edge of the lower abs, you can do like lines, basically like that. And the trouser line will be around there, so it won't show the whole way like down into the crotch area, because that would look kind of weird. So obviously, if your character is a lot more muscular than this, then you will show more depth. Like their body shape, instead of it like going straight down like that, their body shape will be more of like an ice cream cone or a funnel, if you will, to show, you know, more space for the obliques, etc. But it all, as I said, it all just depends on your art style. Like from here you can get more scientifical if you want. You can focus on the on doing abs in a different way, if you will. It's all just up to your art style. That's just a basic way on how to do the body on a front view. I think you guys will probably know how to do it in a side view. If not, I'll do that in a separate video. I'll do a side view video with female body video if you want. But yeah, from here you just draw the face, and that's just how to do a basic body view. Alright, so guys, I hope I'm sorry, I genuinely don't even know what happened there. The camera just fell off of where it's meant to. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. The next couple of weeks is gonna be my like manga production time. Obviously it's gonna be the next couple of months, but in the next couple of weeks I'm probably not gonna be posting as much, because I'm gonna be working on the first solid, like the first chapter of it, which is gonna take a little while. But I will, like every now and then, I'll try to produce videos on like how to draw. I would do a video on how to draw hands, but I mean, I'll wait until I fully master hands until I actually do that for you guys. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, stay frosty.